Welcome back, everybody, to a majestic setting. It is the Jazz on the Green at McCollum Hall. Where is McCollum Hall? It's just outside of downtown Fort Myers, which is located in the southwest quadrant of the state of Florida. And we're in a community called Dunbar, the historic Dunbar community, the largest African-American community in southwest Florida. I'm Lee Pitts, the longtime host of Lee Pitts Live on MyTV and the CW and Fox 4 and NBC2. Glad to be here as the media sponsor, but here's what's the kicker. How are you going to be in the Dunbar community and be able to interview the godfather of Dunbar? This stuff just doesn't happen, people. You can't make this up. We're in the perfect setting. He's got on his aristocratic outfits as usual. We got an outstanding orchestra playing in our background. We got the perfect breeze coming in on a wonderful fall evening. It is paradise in Florida. Would you say, Godfather?
This is a perfect night, exceptionally perfect night for this. It's amazing. I'm not sure where you want to take off with this conversation, but what I want to say, it is such a great thing. First, much thanks to City of Fort Myers Police Department, the Mayor, Kevin Anderson, the City Council, Michelle Hilton-Terry with CRA.
Yes.
And just a number of people that were involved, the Lee County Black History Society, a number of people and organizations that were involved in making this happen. And I think it's such a wonderful thing. While I am too young to remember the thriving and bustling Anderson Avenue that is now MLK, but there were clubs, jazz clubs, juke joints all up and down here.
Restaurants.
And so restaurants and the like. And we have the historic McCollum Hall in the backdrop. And to see that this area be revived and revitalized. And I think there's no better way of celebrating the history of the legacy of Dunbar than to do something like this. We have the old in the background and what the new is to be like occurring in front of us. When
you walked in here and as you were moving around here today, and I see you brought your mom, the grandma, grand godmom of Dunbar and the godmother Dunbar Placette, and just you guys are always moving around. But as you were moving around here and taking in all of this, how is it just registering with you, just this whole experience tonight?
Yeah, I can't say that it's overwhelming, but it is a sense of accomplishment, achievement. When you get that sigh of relief, knowing that the efforts of so many people has come to fruition.
Behind the scenes,
and we're seeing it happening. And even with those names that I mentioned, I would be remiss in not also acknowledging the Lee Pitts Live, the Lee Pitts Enterprise for being a part of this. You are there. You are like the Neil Armstrong in that giant. What is it? One small step for man, giant leap for mankind. Essentially, meaning in this context that if there is something new that's happening, you are there. You are the chronicle of the events in the community, and we thank you for that, because you and I previously discussed how history for the Dunbar community has been lost because it was not chronicled well. But we know that these moments, these memories will live in posterity because of your presence.
I appreciate that. One of the things that I noticed that when positive things are happening in our community, I'm pretty much the only media that would be there from end to end. If it's some gun violence, something bloody, something negative, you'll see all the media around here. But something this positive right here, people are driving by like, what in the heck is going on over there? And it's just, it seems like a big family reunion out here.
Yeah, it is.
And when you look at the demographics of the people here, people are getting to experience our side of town under the lights.
Yes, And there's so much, and that's one of the remarkable things is that there's quite a bit of diversity in this crowd, which speaks volumes when you have people from outside of the community come into the community and feel that sense of safety, feeling a sense of safe. It lets you know that the community is moving in a direction that we all hope for, we all want it. And thanks in large measure to the efforts again of the City of Fort Myers Police Department and Mayor Kevin Anderson for taking an interest in the community. And he had, having worked in the community for years and years and years, he has an appreciation for the community as well. And the city council, they have committed to investing in the community, and we're seeing that. We're seeing the results of that.
Yeah, I understand this is the first of 4 of these that are going to take place. And on the 4th one is when they're going to have the groundbreaking for the development of all of this. When you're sitting there listening to that great upscale music, all of this was absolutely free. I mean, you have to really know how to appreciate those instruments.
Yes.
What's it like just sitting there, just chilling?
I think one of the things that I had the opportunity, I looked over at my mom, the godmother of Dunbar. In that
God-grandmother.
The god-grandmother of Dunbar.
Says the godmother.
And to see the expression on her face, to see the expression on Mr. Middlebrook's face,
yes,
his wife, and because these are people who remember old Dunbar and when it was in its heyday, it was happening and popping, and so to listen, to watch their face, their expression as Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, our music is playing by these wonderful kids. This is an incredible orchestra that they brought down from Naples. But so it's I think to sum it up, I think that seeing them experience this and having their nod of appreciation is one of the greatest things that I think any of us can experience.
So well organized.
Yes, it is.
When you come to something that's so organized like this, everything moving like clockwork, you know that behind the scenes is well thought out. People took a lot of pride in it. Got the eclectic of vendors here.
Oh, yes.
Southern Charm over there with the food. Miss McMillan over there selling different artifacts from her company. It's just something to behold.
And for this to be the first, and to see this type of turnout, one can only imagine what the next and the subsequent ones will produce as well.
And see, the music walk is taking place downtown, but now it's expanding on out here. That's the way it should be. We're part. The black community is a part of the larger experience where our tax dollars and everybody should experience. And these tourists who are here seeing this on the map, they're coming out here just experiencing being down here, and they are getting a chance to say, hey, we didn't even know this was over here.
Right, exactly. And so, and that's it's a wonderful thing. Gentrification is on its way. Like it or lump it, gentrification is on its way, and that speaks of progress. And I'm all for progress, no matter what that looks like, as long as it represents the people within the community, that doesn't leave anyone behind, and is inclusive. I'm all for it.
What do you hope that when people leave here today, they took from this whole experience?
You know, in the news press, the caption on the Florida news press, I think it's Thomas Edison's quote. There's only one Fort Myers, and 90 million people are going to know. 50 million people will what?
Discover it.
Will discover it. There is only one Dunbar. And 100 million people are going to discover it. That is very unique. It is indeed historic, and it is a thriving, up-and-coming community.
I would be remiss if I didn't allow you, before you leave, to plug your company.
We are All-American Social Security Disability Representation, LLC. We represent clients nationally for Social Security disability benefits and ex-NFL players for Bell Roselle total and permanent disability and concussion lawsuit. So if you need to reach us, we're at 720-475-0440. Email address is aassdr@yahoo.com. Phonetically, that's Apple, Sam, Dr. Robert @yahoo.com. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. So any of the various media outlets, we're there. And You can always find us by doing a YouTube search for Leap Hits Live on YouTube, and you will also find us there.
Yeah, sure will. At the NFL, you mentioned them. That is a hot market in terms of Social Security and disability. A lot of NFL players are seeking that. You've gotten a chance to represent some already?
Oh, yes. I've represented a number of those guys. Obviously, because of the issue of confidentiality, I can't move forward with naming them, but some of them have appeared on our social media, giving a shout out and nod to us. But yeah, and one of the things, even though we're seeing new concussion protocol, we're also seeing seemingly weekly concussion injuries that's occurring. So it is still there, it is still around, and it is debilitating. And it's not only the concussions, but when you consider that the majority of these players started playing football at the age of 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11. And so the cumulative trauma over those years results in erosion or deterioration of their bones, their joints, and the like. And so while you and I are seasoned individuals approaching the dregs of the barrel, these younger guys that played football for all of these years are 35, 40 years of age. Their bodies are so riddled with arthritis, degenerative arthritis, and the like, that they are indeed hampered in their ability to effectively sustain work on a competitive, remunerative basis. It has been compromised.
And then where you come in, your company comes in, is in terms of helping them get properly compensated.
Yes.
Because on the other end, somebody is trying not to compensate them.
Yes, and you know, the NFL is they're the keepers of that pool of money, and they don't lightly part with that money, and so it is a fight. It truly is a fight, oftentimes to get these guys the benefits to which they're so rightly entitled to. And so we are committed to fighting for them. We stand with them. We in our motto. It's the same as it is for disability, Social Security disability. It's not just our mission. It's not just our vocation, but it's also our mission.
Right, and you say it is a ministry for you.
It is a ministry.
Right, that is so unique. You guys see the commercial all the time on Leap Hits Live, and it's just a great commercial. So remember, Miami might have the oranges, but here in the Dunbar community, McCollum Hall, the Jazz Orchestra on the grass, the first one of the year, and it's going to be many more coming up, has the juice. We'll be right back.
Leap Hits Live is a Leap Hits Enterprise production.
Hello everybody, this is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show, and if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch Leap Hits Live on demand anytime, and also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Leap Hits Live, and there you go.